went over the virtue of the kalima and the benefit of the kalima. And yesterday we talked about the second thing. Second one is astaghfirullah. So yesterday I told you the solution of all the problems Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala kept in istighfar. All the problems. Physically, spiritually, individually, collectively. Whatever wise person have problem in this world, yesterday I said the hadith, Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam says, the solution of all the problem is istighfar. So one, just before we start, say about that. The one person he went to the doctor, he was a bit old. And old age, like me. Sometimes headache, sometimes pain here, sometimes pain here, sometimes every pain here. So he used to go to the doctor. He said, look, today I have headache. So doctor is going a little bit. So he said, that you have a headache because of old age. And after a few days he went, I have a pain in my hand. So doctor said, because you have old age. Then he said, I have a problem in his stomach. So doctor said, because of old age. And so likewise. So one day, he went angry on the doctor. And he slapped the doctor. So doctor said, because this also old age. So why I said this? The different problem, the solution is one. So what doctor trying to say, everything happens because old age. So every problem, the solution is the istighfar. That's why yesterday I mentioned, Prophet himself used to say 70 times or 100 times istighfar. Hazrat Abu Hurairah in a day, he used to read 12,000 times istighfar.
Subhanallah.
Abu Hurairah is a great Sahabi, is the most hadith, the narrator of the most hadith is Abu Hurairah. And he accepted Islam in Sun Hijri 7. Prophet Sallallahu 13 years in Makkah, then another 7 years in the Madina. And before the Prophet depart from this world, before 3 years he accepted Islam. Before 3 years. And he is the narrator of most hadiths in Bukhari, in Muslim, in every book you take. You see, an Abi Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala. So people used to say to Abu Hurairah, where are you narrating so many hadiths? You just accept Islam just recently. And you say this hadith, this hadith, this hadith. So Abu Hurairah says, oh God, oh people you don't know. One, you guys working in the shop, you guys working in the field, you are working the days, you are working. I am not working any. I am always in Masjid Nabi. I am always with the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And I am always listening and learning from the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Always with the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. One day he complained to the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Ya Rasulullah, whatever I am learning and I am hearing from you, I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting. Sometimes, there is some time in the ilm and knowledge of Allah. That's why the Luqman Hakim, Rahmatullah alayhi salatu wasalam, he used to say to his son, oh my son, keep saying Rabbi Khfirli. Keep saying Rabbi Khfirli. Because there is some time, the mercy of Allah is so much raining and showering in this world. Sometimes there is a specific time. If you make that dua on that time, and your dua is combined to that time, Allah Ta'ala will forgive you.
Subhanallah.
To that time was this. The Prophet said, Abu Hurairah, come. And then with the charger. the seed of the cloth. And then Prophet read something and blew on that seed of the cloth. And then said, Abu Hurairah, now put on my chest.
Subhanallah.
Put on the chest. He says, after that, I never forget anything. So Abu Hurairah, I was talking about this Sahabi. So he used to read 12,000 times Astaghfirullah. Why? Because Allah Ta'ala said, وَمَا كَانَ اللَّهُ لِيُعَذِّبَهُمْ وَأَنْتَ فِيهِمْ. In Surah Al-Fatiha, Allah Ta'ala mentioned, O Prophet, until you are in these people, in this locality, وَمَا كَانَ اللَّهُ لِيُعَذِّبَهُمْ. Allah Ta'ala not going to punish them. Even they are non-believers. It was about Makkah. And what Makkah people didn't do to the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Every single thing, whatever they can do with the Prophet, they did. But still, look, Allah Ta'ala said, O Prophet, you are in, I am not going to give you punishment. وَمَا كَانَ اللَّهُ لِيُعَذِّبَهُمْ وَهُمْ يَسْتَغْفِرُونَ. The second thing is, I am not going to be punished until they will do istighfar. They will do istighfar. وَهُمْ يَسْتَغْفِرُونَ. Until they will istighfar, I am not going to be punished. It means the people is sinful, but they do istighfar, they repenting to Allah Ta'ala. So these kind of people, Allah Ta'ala are not going to give them punish. So this solution is given by Allah Ta'ala to this ummah. So Allah Ta'ala mentioned, وَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ سُوءًا أَوْ يَظْلِمْ نَفْسَهُ ثُمَّ يَسْتَغْفِرِ اللَّهِ يَجِدِ اللَّهَ غَفُورًا رَحِيمًا. Whoever transgress for himself, guna, disobey Allah, su'an, aw yadlim nafsa, thumma yastaghfirullah, then give him istighfar. That's what Allah Ta'ala said. If these people not making sin, not doing sin, they be like an angel, they not doing any sin. And what I will do, I will create another people who will do sin and then I will forgive them.
Subhanallah.
Because this is the sifat of Allah, Ghafoor Rahima. Ghafoor and Rahim, Ghaffar. وَإِنِّي لَغَفَّارٌ لِمَنْ تَابَ وَآمَنَ وَعَمِلَ صَالِحًا. Not only Ghafoor, is a Ghaffar. So Allah Ta'ala need to apply this is quality. That's why it says, كُلُّ بَنِي آدَمَ خَطَّاءٌ. Every single one is full of sin, full of mistake. Yesterday I said, only the prophets, they are exempt from this. Otherwise, every single person, khatta'un. وَخَيْرُ الْخَطَّائِينَ التَّوَّابُونَ. Even the people, sinful people, Prophet says, the best sinful person, look, such a merciful, Allah, the Prophet says, حَرِيصٌ عَلَيْكُمْ بِالْمُؤْمِنِينَ رَؤُوفٌ رَحِيمٌ. If the father have 3 sons, 4 sons, and amongst that 3, one is naughty. So father never say, this my son is best naughty amongst the naughty. No. But Allah Ta'ala say, Prophet saying, कि बेहतरीन गुनहगार हुआ है, गुनहगार में भी बेहतरीन आदमी हुआ है, तो तौबा करता है, तो इस्तिग़फ़ार करता है. So in this month, there is a connection with istighfar. Because second Asra is very soon starting. Today is at the 9th of Ramadan, tomorrow is 10th, first Asra is finished. And second Asra of Maghfirah. So we need to ask Maghfirah from Allah. So I was mentioning, وَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ سُوءًا أَوْ يَظْلِمْ نَفْسَهُ. When this ayat is revealed in the Quran. So Shaitan is screamed. And this ayat is revealed. Why? Because Allah Ta'ala giving glad tidings to the sinner of the Prophet, the Ummah of Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. They are forgiven if they repent to Allah. And what Shaitan trying to? What is the aim and goal of the Shaitan? To take everyone in Jahannam. And Allah Ta'ala said, I will forgive you if they repent to me. So this ayat, when this ayat will, The shaitan is screaming. And he screams so loud, every single shaitan, his friends, his children, they heard all over the world. So they all get together to the shaitan, around the shaitan. Because main shaitan is one. Illa Iblis, Abba. And his, the followers and his army and his, whatever you can say. They all together. And so what happened? What happened, sir? Shaitan said, "Oh Beowulf, you don't know? Beowulf, तुम्हें पता नहीं क्या हो गया? You don't know what happened? Allah Ta'ala revealed this ayat. I am making and trying to make the people do sin. So I can take them in Jahannam. And Allah Ta'ala says, if they make even sin, if they do istighfar and ask for me, I will forgive them. So that's why I'm crying. That's why I'm screaming. So my brothers, we need to do a lot of istighfar in this world. A lot of istighfar. Whenever we get chance, sitting, standing, driving, working, sleeping even, resting on the bed, our eyes is open, keep saying astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah. There is one istighfar, Professor mentioned in the hadith. If a person will say that istighfar in the morning, we pass for the same day. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala will raise him on the day of judgment as a shaheed.
Subhanallah.
As a shaheed, Allahumma anta rabbi la ilaha illa
أنت
anta
خلقتني وأنا على عهدك ووعدك ما استطعت
أعوذ بك من شر ما
صنعت
صنعت
أبو لك بنعمتك علي
وأبوء
بذنبي
بذنبي
فاغفر
فاغفر
لي
لي فإنه لا يغفر الذنوب إلا أنت. Whoever read this Durood Sharif, he passed away the same day or he passed away the same night. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala will raise him as a shaheed.
Subhanallah.
My brothers, yesterday, like I said, this ummah is very beloved to Allah. And why we are beloved to Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala? Because the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. That's why Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala not going to finish and give punish to this ummah as a last. The previous ummah, Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala used to punish them at once. Today, we read so many ayats in there. وَأَخَذَتِ الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا الصَّيْحَةُ فَأَصْبَحُوا فِي دِيَارِهِمْ جَاثِمِينَ. Whole ummah finished in once. أَلَا بُعْدًا لِمَدْيَنَ كَمَا بَعِدَتْ ثَمُودَ. So Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala mentioned many places how Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala punished the previous ummah. Hazrat Lut alayhi salam, the ummah of Lut alayhi salatu wasalam, Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala destroyed them at the once. And how Allah Ta'ala destroyed them? Allah Ta'ala commanded Jibreel alayhi salatu wasalam to go and take them up and up until the sky. And then Hazrat Jibreel alayhi salatu wasalam come, he took whole locality. Because Hazrat Jibreel alayhi salatu wasalam have 600 wings. If one wing is covered the north, if that south, finish. One wing. 600 wings. Allah Ta'ala sent for Jibreel sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He took whole locality on the one corner of the wings. And then he lifted up until the sky. Even in the riwayat, the people of Lut, they heard the voice of angel. An angel heard the voice of dogs and there was on the earth. That was near. And then Allah Ta'ala said, not correct. Why Allah Ta'ala? All the sins which happening in the previous ummah, the same sin happening in this ummah. Why Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala not finishing whole ummah as Allah? Because Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala said, until the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is there, I am not going to finish your ummah as Allah. Even the Prophet is not here. He's resting in his grave. But because the Prophet until the day of judgment. So that's why you say in some part there is a punishment. There is a punishment, but not a whole ummah as a once. Why? Because Allah says, Prophet says, Ya Allah, don't punish my ummah. even there's so much trouble even give to the Prophet ﷺ, and at the moment so much trouble even giving to the Prophet ﷺ in the grave, but Prophet ﷺ dua is, Ya Allah, not finished my ummah. So anyway, Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, give us, such a medicine. If you keep taking this medicine, inshallah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, spiritually, and we're not going to eat this one. This is istighfar. وَاسْتَغْفِرُوا رَبَّكُمْ إِنَّهُ كَانَ غَفَّارًا. Today, as I read in the وَإِلَىٰ عَادٍ أَخَاهُمْ هُودًا, these are all, the picture Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala bayan inside this ruku about the Hud, Ad alayhi salatu wasalam, Samud alayhi salam, and Salih alayhi salam, Ad alayhi salam, and whole is a whole ruku. But look at the Nabi, he have always loved his people. The Ummah saying, we will throw you, and we will, give you punish through the stone. And what Nabi said? Wastaghfiru, istighfar. Allah said, Maafi mango. Innahu rahimu wadud. He is the most merciful. And wadud means he is the most, the being who loves the people. So Allah Ta'ala is loving us. And especially this ummah. So my brothers, three things. La ilaha. If you want to say together, all together, La ilaha illallah, astaghfirullah. Two things, inshallah, we mention tomorrow, but I am saying today. La ilaha illallah, astaghfirullah, as'aluka al-jannah, wa a'udhu bika min al-nar. Still we have 21 days. So keep as much as you can.